What to do when your ex comes back. A guide to reclaiming your power. Have you ever caught yourself sitting alone, replaying old memories in your mind, wondering if they'll ever return? Maybe you check your phone more often than you'd like, hoping for a sign that things might go back to the way they were. If that sounds familiar, let me assure you, you're not alone. We've all felt that pit in our stomach, that sense of loss. But here's the truth. You can handle this situation with strength and confidence. Winning your ex back isn't about begging or chasing. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. So, let's dive into the key steps to navigate this situation. Grab her attention and earn her respect while rebuilding your own self-worth. 1. Don't pressure her to return. First and foremost, resist the temptation to pressure her into coming back. While it's natural to feel the urge to send her texts or pour your heart out in long, emotional messages, desperation is rarely attractive. It often has the opposite effect. Imagine if someone constantly begged for your attention. Would it make you feel closer to them? Or would it leave you feeling overwhelmed and even distant? Instead, redirect your focus to self-improvement and personal growth. Take inspiration from Steve Jobs, who, after being fired from Apple, didn't plead to be reinstated. Instead, he went on to create something extraordinary, Pixar, and eventually returned to Apple as a stronger, more visionary leader. You can adopt a similar approach in your situation. Work on becoming the best version of yourself. Allow her curiosity to grow naturally as she notices your transformation. When she does reach out, resist the urge to immediately pick up where you left off. Instead, see this as an opportunity to start fresh. Treat it as a chance to redefine both yourself and your relationship, building a stronger, healthier foundation for the future. 2. Treat it like a new beginning. If your ex does come back, it's essential to avoid falling back into the same old patterns that may have contributed to the breakup. Think of this as a complete rebranding of your relationship. You're not the same person you were before, and this relationship shouldn't be either. Approach her with a sense of curiosity, renewed confidence, and genuine independence. For instance, instead of immediately diving into conversations about your shared past, show interest in her present. Ask her about new things she's been working on or changes in her life since you parted ways. This communicates that you're not stuck in the past and that you're focused on growth and progress. Take a page from Muhammad Ali's playbook. When he lost his boxing title, he didn't return to the ring the same way he had fought before. He adapted his style, surprised everyone, and emerged as a new, evolved version of himself. Similarly, this is your chance to demonstrate that you've grown, learned, and are ready to build something better than before, both in yourself and in your relationship. 3. Avoid dwelling on the past. One of the most common mistakes people make when trying to reconnect with an ex is dwelling on past arguments, mistakes, or unresolved issues. This can quickly reopen old wounds and derail any progress you're trying to make. Don't let the conversation fall into that trap. Instead of revisiting old disagreements or painful memories, focus on moving forward. If she does bring up the past, acknowledge it with grace and understanding, but don't linger there. For example, if she mentions, "Remember when we used to visit that cafe every Sunday?" Respond warmly, "Yeah, those were good times. Actually, I've recently found a new spot that I think you'd really enjoy. Would you like to check it out with me sometime?" This response serves two purposes. It shows that you're listening and appreciating the shared memory, but it also subtly redirects the conversation toward new opportunities. By shifting the focus to something fresh, you signal that you're not stuck in the past but are ready to explore what the future could hold. Think of it as setting a new tone for the relationship. Revisiting old grievances can make the dynamic feel heavy and unproductive. On the other hand, creating new, positive experiences can pave the way for a healthier connection. The goal is to build something better than before, rather than rehashing what went wrong. Approach these moments with optimism and an open mind. You're not erasing the past. It's an important part of your story, but you're showing that you're more interested in writing the next chapter than rereading the old ones. This forward-looking attitude not only helps rebuild trust, but also creates an environment where growth and healing are possible. 4. Be unpredictable in a good way. Predictability, while comforting at times, can sap the spark of excitement and attraction from a relationship. If she always knows what you're going to say or do, the intrigue that fuels curiosity and keeps things exciting starts to fade. To reignite that spark, embrace a touch of unpredictability, but in a positive and thoughtful way. Surprise her with experiences that break away from the routine. For instance, instead of falling back on the typical Netflix and chill evening, propose something entirely different. You could suggest trying an escape room where you work together to solve puzzles, go on a spontaneous road trip to a scenic spot, or plan a picnic at a park or beach she's never been to before. These moments don't have to be grand gestures. The key is to show effort and creativity, which will make her feel valued and intrigued. Take inspiration from someone like Richard Branson, the adventurous founder of Virgin. His daring and unpredictable personality has drawn countless people toward his ideas and vision. While you don't need to start a space travel company or embark on skydiving escapades, a little adventurous spirit can go a long way in rekindling attraction. It could be as simple as taking a dance class together, learning how to cook a unique dish, or even challenging her to a lighthearted game you know she'll enjoy. Being unpredictable in a good way doesn't mean being erratic or inconsistent. Instead, it's about showing layers of yourself that she may not have seen before. For example, if she knows you as someone who's practical and grounded, surprise her by revealing your playful or creative side. Send her an unexpected but thoughtful message during the day. Pick up a book she mentioned in passing and discuss it with her. Or introduce her to a hobby you're passionate about but haven't shared with her yet. The goal is to keep things dynamic and engaging, making every interaction feel fresh and memorable. When she starts to wonder, what will he think of next? You've already captured her attention in a way that goes beyond the ordinary. In relationships, the little surprises and new experiences you create together can build stronger emotional bonds and make her feel excited to be around you again. 5. Reflect on why it ended and set boundaries. Before you dive back in, take time to reflect on why the relationship ended. Was it a lack of communication, unmet needs, or crossed boundaries? Acknowledge what went wrong and make it clear how things need to change if you're going to move forward. For example, you could say, "I've thought a lot about why we didn't work before, and I realized communication was a big issue. If we're going to try again, I'd like us to commit to being more open and honest about what we're feeling." Setting boundaries isn't about imposing rules. It's about creating a healthier dynamic where both of you feel respected and valued. It shows growth and ensures you won't repeat the same mistakes. Final thoughts. At the end of the day, winning your ex back isn't just about getting their attention. It's about building something better, healthier, and stronger than before. Reflect on the past, focus on self-improvement, and create a fresh, exciting dynamic that both of you can thrive in. And remember, if she comes back, that's great. But if she doesn't, you're already on the path to becoming the best version of yourself. Either way, you win.